Parents were outraged when a letter sent home by Middle Village Prep administrators told them the Diocese of Brooklyn was threatening to shut down their children's school.
Many have been lashing out at the church on social media. Tara NORVEZ of Sacred Heart Parish in Glendale is pleading the case for her children's school more gently.
Well, right now we don't know. I know my daughter's graduating and going to a good high school, and I thank God for that, but I don't know where my son will be. The problem with District 24 basically is that their schools are overcrowded.
The diocesan spokesperson says the church does not want to close Middle Village Prep.
The power to keep this school open lies in the hands of a man named Michael Michel. He is the president of Christ the King High School and also the founder of Middle Village Prep, which uses space in Christ the King. If Mr. Michel truly believes in education and cares about his students, he'll simply honor a promise made to the church decades ago, and this will all be over.
The promise CAROLYN ERSTAD is referring to is what's called a reverter agreement, which dates back to 1976. When the Diocese of Brooklyn first entrusted Christ the King and 5 other Catholic high schools to lay school boards, the property was handed over for $1 on the condition that the boards continued to run Catholic high schools. If they ceased to use the property for that purpose, the property would be returned or reverted to the diocese.
The reverter agreement expired after 27 years, but every single high school reaffirmed the reverter agreement except for Christ the King. So really, the media should actually ask Mr. Michel, why will he simply not re-sign the reverter agreement, which would ensure the continued success of Christ the King High School? Is it because he wants to shut down Christ the King High School and walk away with a valuable piece of real estate?
Currents has reached out to Michael Michel about these questions, but no comment was given. Catholic high schools in the diocese have been permitted to lease space to charter schools, but they're required to get consent from the church. Mr. Michel founded Middle Village Prep without consent in the midst of the dispute with the diocese. In March, a judge ordered the charter school be shut down.
We want Christ the King High School and Middle Village Prep to stay open and the students to thrive. But we also have an obligation to protect the property, which was intended for Catholic education and was built from the dedication, the commitment, and the donations of the Catholic people of the Diocese of Brooklyn.
A judge recently ordered a stay on the closure of Middle Village Prep until the parties meet in court on June 13th. But until an agreement is reached, the fate of 2 cherished schools remains uncertain.
I'm really hoping that both Christ the King and the diocese can come to a resolution that's beneficial for everyone, and so I pray for that every night.
In Middle Village, for Currents, I'm Konrad Aderer.